to the 25, still on his feet, but ridden out of bounds as he crosses the 30 to the 31, and he will have a Raider first down. A nice play by the Red Raiders getting out of the hole there. They had a 2nd and 12, and they picked up about 14 yards on the play.
That's the bootleg pass. They fake the fullback into the middle and run him out in the flat. The quarterback, Sharon, fakes the play, gets a couple of blockers on his backside, and now he's running with the football looking to throw. Rich with the tackle for the Blue Devils.
1st and 10 Raiders. They come out of the huddle and up to the line. 2:45 left in this football game. Lebanon leads it 33-14. And the Blue Devils got nail number 1 in that coffin a moment ago with that last touchdown. Sharon to throw. Fires, overthrew his man, going for Stacy up at the 40-yard line, and Stacy wasn't tall enough to get to that one.
Todd Tressler in coverage on the far side for the Blue Devils. Buck Buchanan now in the game at the strong safety spot, replacing Kelly.
And the Raiders will be looking at 2 and 10 now from their own 31. Blue Devils trying to hold them here. Of course, the Raiders, if they want to have a miracle chance in this ball game, have to score now. And they're fast running out of time for miracles. Sharon underneath, makes the call, drops straight back, wants to throw. Looks, going to be eaten alive. Lebanon gets him. They get to him back there.
Look like Wilson, Michael Reeder, and Cantrell in there to make the stop for Lebanon, as Lebanon's front 5 forgetting the play fake. They know late in the game Coffee County's going to have to throw it, so they don't even pay any attention to the play fake and go right after the quarterback.
3rd and 13 after a 3-yard loss, all the way back to the 28-yard line. Cantrell, a little nose guard, looks winded, but oh, he made a great play on that, leading the Blue Devil charge. And here come the Raiders to look at that 3rd and 13 situation from their own 28. Lebanon lines it up. They're going to bring everybody, and here come the Blue Devils. Sharon to throw, throwing long. He's got Stacy, and he couldn't get it. He turned around the wrong way. The pass actually was right on the money. Stacy got turned around the wrong way and lost it when he turned back around.
Good job of pass blocking by that Coffee County offensive group as they gave Sharon just the time he needed to throw the deep flag route. He had a man open and very nearly completed that ball.
And they're going to bring in Holland to kick, and he's going to be back inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Deep for Lebanon is going to be Joel Griffin, and Joel Griffin is going to stand at about now. Tressler going to drop back in double coverage. And here's Holland's kick, and it's going to go to Tressler, and he's going to let it bounce. Lebanon don't want to handle that one as it hits at the 45, rolls over the 40, down to the 37-yard line, and Lebanon will put it in play at their own 37 with 1:37 left in the football game. The Blue Devils lead it 33-14, and the Blue Devils, other than the penalty situation, Tommy, have looked real sharp tonight.
Well, a lot of improvement, Clyde, by this Blue Devil coaching staff with these kids during a good week of practice. Lebanon's going to take time out in order to get some subs in there late in the game. So with 1:37 to go in this football game, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right here on
Grade, a senior football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We're here today with Miss Fondy Smith from First Bank and Trust to thank them for their support and present them this football souvenir.
We at First Bank and Trust wish the Lebanon Blue Devils a very successful year.
LHS!
From being 2-0 on the season, and Lebanon making some changes offensively into the football game. At a tackle goes Rocky Gann. In at a running back position for the Blue Devils goes Tommy Hammond. There are other changes in that lineup. Also out there, Alan McPeak goes into the game as a tight end. Pitt stays in as the quarterback. Cripps is still in there. Bain is still the center. And let's see what we've got. Hankins in there at a split receiver. And Lebanon going to go with a victory play, it appears. And we're just going to snap the football and let our quarterback take a knee.
All right, let's see what they do. You probably called it with 1:37 to go. And that is what's going to happen. Pitt will take the snap, drop back a couple of steps, and kneel down and let the clock run. With 1:30, it's taken away.
Checking into the game, Jason Preston will go at a receiver spot. Bob Diller doing his best to get everybody into the game. And another timeout has been called, so we'll take another station break. Lebanon leads 33-14. We'll be back here on FM 99 in just
Varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We're here with Rusty McDonald for Hallmark Drive-Thru and Square One Express to thank them for their support and present to them this Blue Devil football souvenir.
We at Hallmark Drive-Thru and Square One Express are proud to support the Lebanon Blue Devil football program.
Go Devils!
enough to get that clock going.
Lebanon with two wideouts to the near side, but they'll probably take the knee once again. Now they're going to give it to the fullback, and he's going to cross the 35 out to the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. Get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That was Reeves on the carry, the sophomore fullback. He's seen some action, and I like what I've seen of Reeves as a blocker and a short yardage runner. You know, we've got a situation now where we've played Griffin so much at fullback, we can split some time at the tailback spot with Griffin and Stafford if we needed to, and we've got a kid in Reeves who can come in there and block for either one of them.
Tell you what, it's been a long time since Lebanon had two runners in that backfield with the ability of Stafford and Griffin.
Well, that's why they wanted to play them together, Clyde. It would have been so easy just to platoon them.
Here's a handoff to Reeves, and he's going to blast for about 5 out to about the 42 and keep that clock going with 36, 35 ticks left.
But, you know, getting back to that, if you play them one at a time, you've always got one of them on the bench. If you play them as a tandem, you know, the defense has really got something to worry about, especially when you consider that you've got Pitt in there at quarterback, a kid who can really run the football. Lebanon wants to punt the football, I believe, Clyde, to let this punt team get some work tonight. And let's 8-7. I don't think they're going to get a chance.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue Devils win it 33-14. Lebanon wins it 33-14, and now they've thrown a flag, delay of the game, and there's going to be one more play, evidently with the clock out. Now, to me, that's kind of useless, but that's what they did.
Well, I think with time management, Bob, I believe, knew that we were going to have to snap it. That's why he put the punt team in there. And I think now he's just going to tell Damon to take a knee, go down, and forget about this thing. But back at the station, you can get that 2-minute break ready. And Lebanon, no time on the clock, and a good win for this home crowd tonight. They've seen some explosive offense by this Blue Devil football team.
Lebanon will snap it and kneel in all probability. Pitt in there at quarterback will take the knee, and this ball game now is officially over. And Lebanon has won number 2 on the season, beating Coffee County's Red Raiders here at Noakes Lassiter Field this evening, 33-14. We'll be back after these words on the Blue Devil Network.
Welcome to the postgame show with head coach Bob Dillard and sideline reporter John Bryan. Brought to you by Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, your Porter Paint dealer. Southern Home Furniture. Auto Parts and Service, Lebanon, Carthage, and Gallatin. College Street Church of Christ Youth Ministries. And Harris Brothers Cabinet Shop.
Blue Devils celebrating a 33-14 win over Coffee County. We're going to send it back to the station for a quick 2-minute break, and then we should be back with Coach Bob Dillard and his post-game show. So I'll tell you what, we're going to keep it right here. As we started to make the break, Bob and John Bryan emerged from the huddle, and we'll be going down to the field, and a very happy Coach Bob Dillard and the post-game interview show with Blue Devil head coach Bob Dillard. John, down to you for the post-game.
Thank you, Tommy. John Bryan here on the field with head coach Bob Dillard of the Lebanon Blue Devils. Congratulations, Coach. Great offensive showing.
Well, thanks, John. We came out, we challenged our offensive line all week because we didn't feel like we blocked very well at Father Ryan last week. And we put those guys as a challenge, and they responded well.
I'd like to mention a couple of 2 or 3 backs. One, Joel Griffin had over 200 yards. First time a Blue Devil back has been over the 200-yard mark since 1987. Also, Stafford had a big game back there, and Brian Reeves come in at fullback and really showed a lot of effort.
I was pleased with Brian. Brian is just a young back.